the IBM 5150 PC from 1981. It's 37 years old, and the monitor on top is an IBM 5153 CGA graphics monitor. 35 years old, and a beautiful motherboard, as you can see. Looks brand new. Nice IBM logo for you. This PC is the first PC, the grandmother of all your gaming rigs, your laptops, your Xbox even. This beauty started the revolution, the 8086 revolution. As you can see on top here, there are ugly scars from a cable that rested here for a couple of decades at least. And we need to figure out how to repair those. Otherwise, the computer is in, cosmetically it's in bad shape, but the logo again is nice. But we will get through this repair as always. We need to repair the monitor as well, because it smells like bacon or something when you start it. I'm not joking, it's horrible. We need to change the capacitors. This is a personal computer color graphics monitor adapter. It's a CGA adapter, so we can play all those nice games from the 1980s in all those vivid, beautiful colors that the CGA had to offer. So, let's start the repair. Now, of course, working with this monitor, or any monitor or TV, you need to be very careful. And you need to know what you are doing. You need to drain the flyback, and if you don't know what that is, don't start the repair. Of course, I already drained my flyback here on this machine. I'm not going to show you how to do it because I don't want you to kill yourself. And remember, there are a lot of things that can go wrong here because you have everything is live, connected to mains or to these powerful capacitors. You know, if you get stuck in this, if you you touch the wrong part and your muscles contract, you get stuck and you die. There's nothing to it. You're dead, and then you know your wife dies because she's going to save you, and maybe your kid or who, you know, grandma, whoever, are close and see you sit there, shake and smell like bacon. So be very careful and don't do this. You know, I'm still scared of these machines when I service them. That's why I'm still alive. You know, don't do anything foolish. At least have an isolation transformer or something like that. But most of all, be very careful. So I'm going to try to loosen the PSU here because it smells like that funky old 80s electronic smell. Something's wrong with it. I can feel it. And we will replace the big caps on that, maybe all caps. We see how it looks. And then we can continue with the plastic case. I have an idea how to repair the ugly markings on the top of the plastic case. And so we are going to take this monitor and make it perfect again. Then continue with the computer because the computer is an easier fix, I believe, because it's it's not plastic. The case is not plastic, and it's an easier fix overall because you don't have to worry about getting killed all the time, like I am now. So let's see where we end up after this. So I was thinking that I need to cut off the ridge or border of this horrible markings here. So I'm just going to use a razor blade, and I guess I'd be very careful to try to get this as the same level as the rest of the plastic. Again, I'm no expert. I'm just trying to use my little brain and see what happens. And this feels like it's doing something, at least. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to speed this up because it's a very easy procedure. I'm just, you know, taking away the excess plastic that has been pushed up to the sides by this cable that was lying on top of this for many years. As you can see, it's starting to even out. So by the way, I'm just using a standard plastic filler, and it's getting a bit crusty. It started to dry a bit, so I'm just poking it with a wooden thing here, like a big tooth pick, and trying to achieve the same kind of pattern or texture as the rest of the plastic has. Now when this dry, we have to work with it a little bit more to even everything out, and then it's ready to be spray painted, and this will not, hopefully will not be visible at all. So the paint has dried. I finished painting it yesterday and it came out great. The horrible marks on top of the hood is now gone, or as good as gone. You need to be very, very close to see any trace of them. As you can see, the color is almost the same as the original. I'm very pleased with it, and I will use this color on future projects as well. I'm no expert in spray painting. I just do, I just practice, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. This one actually became great. I'm very happy with it. So let's continue with the PSU and get this thing working again. So this is the first time we try this motherboard out. Very exciting. And we can see we have a cursor, so the screen is okay, the monitor is okay, and we did a successful repair of the PSU of that monitor. It doesn't smell like bacon anymore, so we are on the right track there. Still waiting, and we got a 301, I don't know what that means, 601, could be keyboard or something. And we get the IBM Personal Computer Basic from 1981, so we have successfully repaired. No, we didn't repair anything, but we connected the motherboard to the screen, and it's alive. So we have a motherboard, at least so far it seems okay. Now this is a view of the case. I'm so sorry, but I lost the video. This was a very rusty piece of shit case. I really had to grind it down, and then I did a paint, and then I painted it with the black color that you see here. And it looks new, I have to say. I'm very happy. It took 3 hours actually to do this. And here's from the front, you can see how, look at the finish. Oh, it's like a new machine from 1981. And there's the motherboard working, resting in its new case. It's a very happy motherboard, as you can see. There are some ports here. This is the keyboard port and the cassette port. The cassette port was for the cassette basic that you just saw boot up. You use the cassette recorder there to save your programs. And the PSU seems to be fine. I haven't actually looked inside. It doesn't smell anything or so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna trust it for a while because I'm very tired. I don't want to repair that right now. What's missing now on the monitor is the front, and as you can see, it's still very in a bad condition. The frame that's around the CRT screen here, the picture is perfect. No shadows, no burn-ins, nothing like that. So it's a very good CRT on this monitor. And again, the motherboard seems to be working just fine. So what's left is to mask this monitor with the newspaper and tape, and spray paint the front, repair a crack there to the right, and then we are finished, I think, with this episode. Next episode I'm going to pimp it up. I'm going to put in a hard drive, floppy drive of course, and all the cool cards that I can find, and see if we can get a real monster of a retro computer here and play some games, or maybe, you know, get online. Who knows?